Welcome back, Plymouth North. Cheers to a new season of PNN. We hope you've been staying safe and healthy through this hybrid transition.
Today, we will look at how equity and justice has inspired the students and teachers at North to take action.
Next, we will take a closer look into how Plymouth restaurants have been affected by COVID-19.
Finally, we'll explore the new rules and regulations for the fall sports season here on campus. Get ready, Plymouth North.
It's time for PNN.
Good morning, Plymouth North. I'm Amber Pastana. It's been quite a ride, and we're a quarter through the year, but don't fret.
We are aiming to be as consistent as we can this year, regardless of this pandemic. Only being in school 2 days a week, staff and students know how challenging it is to get work done.
Despite the social distancing guidelines, Plymouth residents of all ages have united to peacefully protest during the social awakening of this pandemic. Andrew and Bailey will introduce us to two teachers at Plymouth North who are working to incorporate equity and justice into our campus.
2020 has had its fair share of ups and downs. From the wildfires in Australia at the beginning of the year, to the outbreak of COVID-19, up until the summer with an explosion of public outcry and response to an increase in racial tension and charged interactions have occurred within the recent months. Jaquan Leonard, a former student at Plymouth North, was very active in the Black Lives Matter movement within Plymouth over the summer.
Black Lives Matter has been a thing since 2013. It's just that now that we're all in a pandemic and we're forced to actually pay attention to our phones and what's going on out there, it was easier for it to get spread around and stuff like that, and get people's awareness and stuff like that.
While it is important to discuss what is happening nationwide and within our town, two teachers at Plymouth North have taken it upon themselves to bring equity and justice to our school community. Ms. Pickens and Ms. Hildebrand are two of Plymouth North's English teachers. Over the summer, they worked together after being inspired by the national conversation surrounding systematic injustice.
In conjunction with the administration, we created a Teacher Equity and Justice Committee, but we're going to be examining a lot of data regarding specific policies and procedures across the board, from things like phone slips to curriculum and programming, and just starting to examine how we can kind of revise any sort of policies or programs that need to be revised to ensure that Plymouth North is as equitable as possible.
The national conversation was sparked by the reintroduction of the topic of police brutality and its effects on minority populations, as well as the inequities still felt by those minority populations.
Equity and equality are often used interchangeably, but there are distinct differences between the two words. Equality is giving everyone the exact same thing. Equity is understanding that everybody is different and therefore everyone has different needs. So in equity, we work toward giving everyone what they need to be successful, not just having a one-size-fits-all solution.
While the Equity and Justice Committee is currently a committee among teachers and other staff members, Ms. Pickens and Ms. Hildebrand are hoping within the next month to expand this into something bigger than just the staff at Plymouth North and open it up to the students in order to get new perspectives and new ideas.
The goal is to work alongside, in conjunction together as both faculty and student community towards these goals. Once the student committee is established, that's going to be a really great opportunity for peers to speak to peers. Sometimes I know that it can be kind of intimidating to maybe speak to a teacher, especially if you're not familiar with them or haven't had them in class or have a relationship with them. So you might be more likely to talk to a peer.
Ms. Pickens and Ms. Hildebrand have been working very hard to try and make the school community a better and more inclusive place for everyone. If you have any ideas, questions, or even concerns, feel free to reach out to either Ms. Pickens or Ms. Hildebrand or any other teacher you feel comfortable talking to. Reporting for PNN, I'm Bailey Norton.
Thanks, Andrew and Bailey, for the insights. Students in the Plymouth North Marketing Program took action by participating in the Order Local project, as many businesses were forced to shut down during the quarantine period. Jamie and Kaylee have the details on this project.
As the world went into lockdown last spring, many overlooked those who took the biggest fall, local business owners. By March 15th, restaurant revenue in the United States had decreased by 35%. Owner of Venue X Media, Brian Fitzgibbons, wanted to do something to help local businesses. With the skills he uses to run his business, he created the Order Local project. This project uniquely captured information about the different promotions businesses had during the pandemic, such as takeout deals at the Blue-Eyed Crab in Anna's Harborside. Fitzgibbons collaborated with Plymouth North Marketing to create a real-world experience for students connecting with local business owners. Students used the social media platform Instagram to spread the word about what restaurants were doing during the pandemic.
That really led to the Order Local project because like us, we're a small business. We wanted to help. The main goal was a grassroots local effort to support these businesces at no cost to anyone. And I think that's a unique thing that at a time like a pandemic can certainly inspire some things like that to happen, and to activate a group of local people who are altruistically motivated to help and support their own community. I think that's something that, that to me, that would be the main way that the DECA program moved the needle, was just that immediate engagement to drive businesses to the site and things to happen. And I think it was a great exercise in showing, that a community can come together around their small businesses. And
Plymouth North DECA students helped Fitzgibbons promote the project by reaching out to local businesses to add them to the Order Local project website.
I think the future is very bright for us because, if we're already helping out small businesses and local business during a pandemic, then when everything opens back up to back to normal, then
COVID, and then we didn't know how to help the businesses originally either, so we had to be patient.
Owner of the Blue-Eyed Crab in Malabar Brasserie, Jim Casey, was willing to accept any help after COVID-19 had affected his restaurants.
I believe somebody in the marketing department at the school reached out to my wife, and when everything was going on, we were just ready to keep all options open. The pandemic kind of changed some of us in a better way. I saw more locals than I've ever seen,
Thank you, Brian, for your efforts in creating the Order Local project to give back to the community during such a difficult time. The Plymouth North marketing students definitely learned a lot of real-world experience in their time helping with this project. I look forward to see how Brian's partnership with the Plymouth North marketing students continues to help local businesses in the future. Reporting for PNN, I'm Kaylee Reardon.
Make sure to support your local businesses and grab a bite downtown when you can. A major difference coming back from a long-awaited quarantine was the anticipated fall season. Caroline and Christian tell us about the changes in rules and introduce us to our new athletic director.
Hundreds of athletes walk the halls of Plymouth North every day. This year, every one of those athletes will be affected by the new rules and regulations in place due to COVID-19.
So for field hockey this year, we got pushed down from a 11v11 to a 7v7. There's also no more corners, so we do all 25-yard hits. Last year, we were very good on corners, we were strong with them, so having that taken out, being replaced with 25-yard hits, has been very different for us to get accustomed to.
Almost all sports experience different types of rules they have to abide by, but all are required to wear masks. Soccer is no exception. Some rules include players not being able to head the ball, as well as intentional contact with their opponents. Athletes have been accustomed to having friends and family in the stands, but this year, only 2 spectators are allowed per player, and every spectator is required to sign in before entering the games.
It's definitely difficult because I know for my family, I have grandparents and my sister that wants to come to the game, but obviously my parents kind of take priority to get those passes.
Sports allows students to learn important life lessons on and off the field.
We like to think of our athletic program as educating through athletics. It's an extension of the classroom, certain core values in athletics that are really helpful to young men and young women as they grow and become adults. And for us, that's leadership, selflessness, and then mental toughness. And if we can do it in a safe way, well, that's important, and we'll still be able to teach those principles to our kids and really elevate the community as both the campus and the town.
Volleyball is faced with rules such as not being able to spike the ball within the newly enforced COVID zone. Although socially distanced, athletes came together to adjust to the new normal.
Being through this hard time, it's what makes us really be a team, a better team, and work better with each other. Because now I know what the absence of the volleyball makes into my life.
The new Fall 2 season is scheduled to begin February 22nd, which is much different from years prior.
We operate underneath Principal Parsland's discretion. Dr. Campbell, as the superintendent of schools, we operate as an athletic department at the guidance of the school committee. So if any one of those groups or administrators decides that we're not allowed to play anymore, we'll stop. If we shut down the whole athletic program because the school shut down, I think that would be the end of the season, unfortunately.
It has been tough for athletes to adjust to the new rules and regulations, but they will continue to overcome these challenges in the upcoming seasons. Let's work together to keep school athletics operating by wearing our masks, washing our hands, and socially distancing. Good luck to the winter season athletes. Reporting for PNN, I'm Caroline Richards.
Thanks, guys. Welcome, Mr. Domingos, and good luck to our sports teams. Now, for this week's edition of Hall Walking, we asked you guys if you could invite one celebrity to Thanksgiving dinner, who would it be?
Oh my god, definitely Megan Thee Stallion. That's who I would have it with. I don't know. Seriously? We came all the way out here for this thing. Wait. Megan. Charlie D'Amelio. I would eat Thanksgiving dinner with Michael B. Jordan just so I can look at him.
I would like to have dinner with Abraham Lincoln and discuss politics as well as the Civil War.
Seth Rogen.
I would eat Thanksgiving with Tom Hanks because he's the GOAT. I would eat Thanksgiving dinner with my family because I love my family and they're really nice.
I would eat Thanksgiving dinner with Grace Weatherall because she's my friend.
I'd have to say Kurt Cobain because he just seems like a really chill dude. He seems like he'd be fun to eat with. We share a lot of interests. So yeah.
If I could eat Thanksgiving with one person, it would have to be the Nana Man.
If I could eat Thanksgiving dinner with one celebrity, it'd probably be Ozzy Osbourne. I would be honored, honestly. Ozzy's one of my favorite people of all time. I wish I could be him when I grow up, but minus the brain damage part, that seems kind of rough.
Tell him how much slander. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know. I feel very strongly about this. I would pick Aaron Burr so they could tell him that in 2015 there'd be so much slander about him, it wasn't even funny. He got a bad rap.
I'm gonna bring Jim Carrey. I don't know who to bring. Jim Carrey's a good one. Something that you do. I'll probably bring Abe Lincoln because I would generally like to have a conversation with him. Solid. Let's go.
Probably Miss Bechtold or Miss McCusker, because I don't know, they're just so fun and I like conversating with them.
I would just want to eat Thanksgiving dinner with my real family because it's what Thanksgiving is. I wouldn't change it.
Who would you want to eat Thanksgiving dinner with and why?
Just randomly?
Yep, whoever.
Biden. Joe Biden. Definitely Joe Biden. He's a cool guy. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
James Dean.
James Dean. And why?
Because he's so mysterious. I feel like we could have a very good conversation.
I would eat with Travis Scott because he's the greatest rapper of all time. No questions asked.
I would eat Thanksgiving dinner with my family because I like spending time with my family.
Live? So many people. I guess it's Beyonce. She'd have a whole lot of entertainment, I would think. There'd be a nice spread, so. Right?
I love a good spread. How about you, Karen?
Imagine saying no to Beyonce. Could not be me.
Well, anyways, get ready, Plymouth North. It's time for news and notes.
Freshmen, are you interested in engaging with your school community and building a leadership portfolio? join the Freshman Class Council, and see Ms. Jalbert in room 308, or scan the QR code on the flyer in your classes.
Seniors, the prices for yearbooks have increased to $85. Please reach out to the Yearbook Club for questions and concerns.
In an attempt to maximize class time for students, counselors are doing all schedule changes, academic, and college planning remotely. Please use the QR code on their door for appointment scheduling or email them directly.
We are off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week for Thanksgiving break. Take the time to appreciate the little things.
With some more downtime during vacation, make sure to check out the Dr. Campbell interview to get to know more about our new superintendent. Check out our social media accounts for the Vimeo link.
And that's it for this episode of PNN. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms.
We hope you guys are just as excited as we are for the rest of the school year.
We have a lot in store for you, Plymouth North, and we'll see you next time.